going on, guys? I hope y'all are having a great day. It is a beautiful day here in Alabama, so I figured we would get out here and record our top 3 mods for a 2nd gen Dodge Ram for under $200 video. It is a absolute beautiful day out here. I hope you guys are having a great day as well. You guys seem to like these videos, so I'm going to continue this series. If this is your first top 3 video for me, make sure you guys are checking out the top 3 mods under $10 and top 3 mods under $100. Now, as I've said in the last 2 videos, I've done this series. You guys keep this thing going. If you drop likes, let me know you like it. I will continue to do it. The little disclaimer I always start out these videos with is keep in mind these are both 24 valve Cummins trucks, but these mods aren't necessarily for Cummins diesels or trucks or Cummins diesels or diesels in general. This is just for your Dodge Ram, your 2nd gen Dodge Ram. So I may go into the diesel side of the house, but you know, of course, the money will rise with those modifications that I recommend. So let's go ahead and start this video off with our first modification, and I feel like this one is absolutely crucial. I've always done it to every single vehicle I've ever owned, and that is tint. I know what some of you guys are saying, and you're probably saying $200 for tint? No way, man. Where I live, you know, up in California or New York or whatever, it's a lot more expensive than that. Keep in mind, guys, keep an open mind. Usually that's about the medium, about the average, about $200 to tint a truck, especially with an extended cab. It's not a full 4-door, and we don't have any small triangular windows. So I've owned 3 of these trucks, actually 4 of these trucks, and usually it's about $200 to tint the whole truck. I do have 5% around this entire truck with a 10-inch 5% visor. A lot of you guys always ask me that. I did layer 5 on top of 15 on my last truck, and on my last daily driver, that is, and it was a little bit too much. Like the P-pump 24 valve over here, you guys love this truck. It has 15, I believe, on top of 5. I'm almost positive it's 15 on top of 5. And of course it has a tinted windshield up front, which we have to fix. You guys can see it's kind of creasy. We've got to get that stripped off and redone, but that's the setup on that. It's got 35% on the windshield, which now that we got the LED cube lights, which we just installed the other day, make sure you guys are checking out and staying tuned to these daily videos. We have an install video on that if you guys kind of want to see how these things look at night or how to install them, where I got them from, things like that. Make sure you check out that video. I posted it about 2 days ago. And by the way, this is the 5th day in a row of uploads, so make sure you guys are staying up to date with these uploads, putting those push notifications on. With that said, let's jump into our second modification under $200, and that is going to be tail lights and third brake light. I feel like that can go together. They go together well, and definitely for under $200 you can get both these modifications. I will leave down a link below in the description, top link in the description, to these tail lights and that third brake light. I think these things look great together. We got an LED third brake light. That thing was about $30. They're very cheap. They look great. They last a long time. So especially if you put some clear coat over them to stop them from fading from the sun, you could always spray them with a little clear coat and make them last even longer. So that's something I've always done. But these tail lights right here, I believe, are about $140 for these tail lights and about $40 for those. So we're still under $200. And like I said, I think they go together. I think they make all these 2nd gen Ram trucks look a lot better, especially from the back. So I definitely recommend getting some nice tail lights and third brake light. On this truck, I just tinted the third brake light on it. Doesn't look the best. I actually probably need to tint it again, or just pay the $40 and get an LED one like I did on that truck, which it looks really, really good at night too. This one I have a little bit less smoke than that one on the taillights, but I still like this design as well. I, of course, color matched my taillights to match the rest of the truck. You guys know I do that. These are color matched as well, just to give it a nice clean look. So I definitely think under $200, that makes a 2nd gen Dodge Ram look a lot better. So we've got tint and we've got tail lights and third brake light that go together. Now my next upgrade under $200 I think is absolutely crucial as well for these 2nd gen trucks, and that is a leveling kit. Now it's awesome that we have both these trucks right here to show you guys, because they both have different setups as far as their leveling kit. So we're going to talk about that today. I actually get a lot of questions about the suspension setup on these trucks, so we're going to cover that very quickly in this third modification under $200. So on this one, it has a body lift leveling kit, hockey puck if you will, and on my truck over there I have a suspension leveling kit. So let's show you the hockey puck leveling kit really quick. By the way, the ride comfort, I gotta tell you guys, after driving both these trucks, is not that off. It's not that much different as far as the suspension leveling kit and the hockey puck. It really doesn't ride crazy worse on this truck. It honestly really doesn't. So let's go in here and show you guys. We got the Bilstein 5100 series shocks on both trucks all the way around, so that's not different. But as far as, bam, right there, these hockey puck lifts are very cheap. I actually linked down below to a Rough Country hockey puck lift that's under $200, and that also comes with the Rough Country shocks. I know what you guys are saying, Rough Country sucks, blah, 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 blah. For a hockey puck lift, I mean, they're not that bad. I'm gonna sit here and tell you, I'm not endorsed by Rough Country at all. I've never talked to them, never been in communication with their company, but I do know a lot of guys that run their leveling kit and never had a problem with it. It is the hockey puck leveling kit, but nevertheless, it's got the new shocks. It's got the better look of the truck being actually leveled. If you guys don't know, all trucks come from factory with a little nose dip in order for when you tow, it kind of levels out the truck whenever you tow. That's what the rear end is always raised for. So when you put weight under the bed, it kind of levels the truck out, and the leaf springs in the back, of course, are heavy duty, so they lift up the back of the truck. So that is why the nose is always dipped. So getting leveling kits makes the side of the truck look a lot better. But hockey puck lifts, very, very easy to install. You can get it done in like probably 2 hours if you've done one before. If you haven't done one before, probably take you about 4 hours to do it. Yeah, there's only 3 bolts right there. Bolts just run through. You get longer bolts normally on these hockey puck lifts, and it pretty much just goes between your coil and your shock tower to make your truck sit up a little bit higher. So let's show you the suspension setup on the 24 valve, the Hot Rod VP44 truck. It is, again, Bilstein 5100s all the way around, so that's the same, but we have an extended Accel coil. I got this lift kit off of eBay. It was about $400. It came with the extended Accel coils and the Bilstein 5100s for the front and rear. So $400, I feel like that's a great deal. Don't have any complaints. It rides really good. And like I said, we don't have the little coil spacer, or the hockey puck lift, if you will. It's just an extended coil. Again, very, very easy to install on these 4-wheel drive trucks. The 2-wheel drive trucks, I'm not too familiar with their suspension setup. I've never had a 2-wheel drive second gen before, so I'm not too familiar with how they are set up in the front end. But I do know on these 4-wheel drive trucks, very, very easy. I actually have an install video on my channel. It was one of my first videos on YouTube, was how to install a suspension leveling kit on a second gen Dodge Ram. Actually, this kit right here. So if you're interested in learning how to set it up, it was one of my early videos, so it's not the best quality, but nevertheless, it does walk you step by step, so make sure you guys check that out if you are interested. But with all that said, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, if you're dropping those likes down below, it lets me know to continue to make these videos, and I will. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like down below if you did. Subscribe if you are new. We always have videos coming out, usually every single day. But yeah, that is going to do it, man. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what your top 3 mods will be under $200. Maybe they'd be different, maybe they'd be the same. I know we went a little overboard with $400 on the suspension leveling kit, but you could always get the hockey puck lift and new shocks for under $200. Like I said, I'll link both kits down below. Don't know if the eBay one is still available, but if it is, I'll link it down below as well. So thank you for making it all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.